What's your plan if nuclear war breaks out between NATO and Russia? Not much. I live 2 miles from the Pentagon. I live down the road from an atomic weapons facility. So I plan on being a fine red mist about 10 minutes after Putin pushes the button. I'm going to hide a box of instant mashed potatoes, 4 shotgun shells, and a collectible bobblehead in a safe and scribble a note that holds a clue to the combination. Limber up a bit so I don't pull a muscle as I attempt to kiss my ass goodbye. What I was taught to do in public school. Find a desk and get under it where I'm safe. Tut to myself that we got another Fallout before the next Elder Scrolls. Then die horrifically OFC. You get transported 30 years into the future for 5 minutes. You are sitting in front of a computer. What information are you going to search? I'd probably spend 5 minutes paralyzed with indecision about what to search. Welcome to 2022 OP. A lot has changed since 1992. Hope you're ready. It's been 30 years. WTF is this operating system? Where is the mouse? How do I? And I'm back at home. Different stocks and new massive companies that started picking up 30 years ago. Plus, as someone mentioned before, some winning lottery numbers lol. Gray's Sports Almanac. A Song of Ice and Fire complete collection PDF. What job do you have insane respect for, but you'd never personally do? The guys that pump out the porta potties on construction sites. Holy fuck, do I have respect for them, but you couldn't pay me enough to do that job. I mean, I'd do it for $500,000 per year. Maybe. Anything medical. Paramedics. Garbage collectors and waste management. Imagine how would be our cities without it. Waste management. Hospice. What's your most unapologetic hot take when it comes to music? Bands and artists rarely sell out in the way people think they do. Most of the time, it's just an evolution of who they are and what they want to do. Green Day. Sometimes they realize they're actually much better at writing a different kind of music. Sugar Ray. Just because you like their old stuff better doesn't mean they're betraying their principles just to make money. George Michael was the Roy Orbison of his generation and was completely underutilized and underappreciated. Enya is awesome. Weezer's lyrics are pretty stupid and cringy a lot of the time, but Rivers Cuomo is a fantastic singer and is extremely good at writing catchy melodies. Listen to what you like and to hell with anyone who gives you shit for your tastes. This thread. This genre, mostly country, is trash. Quote. That's not exactly a hot take LMAO. Not everybody loves every genre. I assure you. The people listening to Florida Georgia Line or Luke Combs think your music is trash too. What's your main secret ingredient when you cook? Butter. Everything is better with butter. Lemon juice. I put it in literally everything I make. You'd think it would make things taste lemony, but it doesn't. The acid just brings out the flavor of everything you cook. It's as important as salt. People have said I make the best mashed potatoes. They don't know it's because I blast it full of lemon juice. This post appeared right under a cursed comment post about cannibalism. Now I'm thinking that's probably someone's secret ingredient. Better than bouillon. If your recipe calls for garlic, you can probably go ahead and at least double the amount it tells you to lol. Soy sauce. What do you like about yourself? That I can make sunny side up eggs and don't break the yolk most of the time. I'm fairly nice, and most people who get to know me think I'm sweet. I'm very punctual. I was only late for work once, when the subway broke down. And that was only 15 minutes. The downside is, other people tend not to be punctual. I never try to judge others. I've been through a lot and am still here. I am a call away in time of need, no matter the time or whether I'm gonna be there. What's something that people take too seriously? Reddit comments. Celebrities. Themselves. Life. Learn to laugh at yourself. Admit your mistakes. Myers-Briggs personality tests face with rolling eyes. Children's sport. What is something nobody considers when talking about surviving an apocalypse? Glasses. I don't see a thing without mine. In an apocalypse I would be down right away for sure. Imagine being in the middle of an apocalypse and you can't see a thing. BC your glasses got fog? How much knowledge we'll lose without the internet. How much knowledge-based textbooks will be hoarded and even fought over. One of the biggest things that very few books and movies touch on is pests. In an apocalypse where a disease ravages the world and leaves most people dead, the insects and rodents will have a feast for a fair while in their populations will explode. Billions of dead bodies laying unburied will provide them with food for several months. There will be massive swarms of flies. Ant nests will grow to the point where stepping into a building they are in will be a death sentence unless you know they are there and are properly prepared for it. But the biggest threat would be rats. They breed quickly, grow quickly and can get into damn near anywhere. The bodies will provide them with a readily available food source. A colony of a few thousand rats would quickly grow to tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands. Nothing remotely edible will remain anywhere near them. Once they are everything in one area, they'd spill over and swarm into the next. There's no real way to stay safe from the rat swarms that would form in cities. In a zombie apocalypse, the rat swarms would be smaller, but they'd still form, and you'd have the added worry of whether or not rats carried the disease. In any other form of apocalypse that didn't involve people being teleported away or the Earth becomes a video game world type, a lot of people will still die. It might take longer, and the swarms might be smaller, but they will still be a threat. Edit. I just did a quick Google and it's worse than I thought. Rats reach sexual maturity in just 5 to 6 weeks. A single pair of rats can start a colony that grows to around 1,250 in a single year. That can then grow to 500 million in just 3 years. New York City has an estimated rat population of 2 million. The swarms there after a single year would be mind-boggling. Medical conditions which are routinely and easily treatable will most likely kill you now. I'm looking at you, Mr. Appendix. If you have any reliance on medications to live, such as insulin for diabetes, you are going to die and there is nothing you can do about it. If the world ever ends, I have to come to terms with the fact that my sister will no longer be able to receive her life saving blood transfusions and her days will be numbered. Gasoline has a shelf life. Eventually it'll all go bad. What is the greatest movie of the 90s? Jurassic Park. Film was awesome then and it's still awesome now. The Matrix. Tombstone. Terminator 2. Shawshank Redemption. Usual Suspects. Wish I could forget the ending and watch it over and over. What do you think is bullshit? Subscription-based products and services to keep you paying for stuff you barely use. That dogs don't live longer. The fact that the body can't regrow back its limbs. How people treat each other. People can be frickin' nasty to the angels in their lives and be way too nice to other people who don't deserve their attention. The tiny CIA computer chips. Subscribe, my brothers.